Opus Eponymous is the debut album by Ghost. I've heard of Ghost. Yeah, I like them. I like their signature sounds. They are a kind of psychedelic rock band slash, with a metal edge. They're not really a metal band, I would say. They're more of a, rock band with metallic tendencies to them. So I really like this fringe line that they have. And this is their debut record with Papa Emeritus and the Nameless Ghouls, 1, 2 through 5, I believe. It's a 6-piece, if I'm sure. Well, they're actually, there are 5 members in the band. There are 5 Nameless Ghouls until 5, and then Papa Emeritus, so there are 6 band members. Which is a lot. Keyboards, 2 guitars, drums and basses, and Papa Emeritus does the vocals. So we have 9 songs, and we have one cover on there, which is "Here Comes the Sun" by the Beatles, but I haven't listened to that, so cannot judge. I've only listened to the original songs. But one rule about the Beatles, covering the Beatles: don't cover the Beatles, don't do that, please don't. Killswitch Engage did it. No. MJ did it. Wasn't as bad, but still, it's just don't do it. Take it from me. We start off with Deus Culpa, and this is just a really dreary and really atmospheric opening. It's just, I believe, a keyboard opening. There's not a lot to this song, so I like, the atmosphere on the song. I like the keyboard sound. But maybe if they did add more minutes to it, or maybe vocals to it, I would have enjoyed it more, because it's just kind of a pointless song, because it's like 1.5 minutes, kind of a transition, kind of an opening song to the record. So I think Deus Culpa is a bit of a missed potential to make that maybe the greatest song of the record, but they didn't. So there we go. Clavi Con Dio is a really weird opening. I liked it, but I'm not sure if the title is some sort of tribute to Dio, because their Dio is in the title, but I'm not sure what it means. Con Clavi Con. I'm not sure, but I'm mispronouncing that probably. So. But yeah, this song is just really dreary. Just it's not a bad song per se, but it just kind of has no direction. Just goes all, it just goes everywhere without really caring, where it just goes. I do like, the metallic edges on this track, and I think it's really strange, because Wikipedia has credited this record as a doom metal record, and I've heard Candlemass, I've heard doom metal. This is not doom metal. I'm not saying I'm an expert on that subgenre, but this isn't. It really isn't. I'm going to Metal Storm, and Metal Storm knows it all. They say it's a heavy metal slash psychedelic rock album, and that is what this is. And I really love psychedelic rock, so it's really pleasant for me to listen to this, because I love that genre. Then we get Ritual, which is maybe my favorite of the record. I really love the diversity of this song. I really love the metallic edge that this song has, and then just later goes into a psychedelic rock trip. I really love the diversity about the song. Check this record out, or check this song out. Record as well, but we will get to that. Just a great song, great diversity to it. Arguably my favorite one. Then we have Elizabeth, and Elizabeth is probably the most poppiest song of the record. I think I've heard the song before, at a live show or something like that. So just a really pop sensibility song. Ghost proves here that they have a poppy side to them as well. Great stuff to hear. Really enjoyable song. If you want to get into Ghost, then start off with this record and with Elizabeth. Great songs. Or great song to start off with. Stand By Him is the 5th song, and this is kind of it's not a generic song, I would say, but it is kind of bland. I think it's just kind of the same like Clavi Con Dio, but a bit more clearer. But because of the clearness of the song, it just kind of is dull. I think it doesn't tell a story a lot, and yeah, the song just overall is it's not bad. But yeah, but it just kind of is just is a fork in the middle of the road. I've heard bad about this band, so yeah, he's not the best. Then we have Satan Prayer, and this is probably the most controversial song from the record. Yeah, some people really don't like Ghost lyrics, or just don't like metal lyrics in general. Parents that think that every metal band ever is satanic, just fuck off. Yeah, the lyrics are a bit nonsensical on this track. It just is a bit weird to read it back, but it still is enjoyable. The song is still enjoyable, although the song is a bit ridiculous. But you kind of have to enjoy that about Ghost. Then we have Def Knell, and this is yeah. What do you say about this track? This track is mostly instrumental, I believe. There's not a lot of lyrics to it. When you get to the lyrics department, you just basically enjoy them. There's not a lot to it. Yeah, really enjoyable song. The band really shows off here. This is a really show-off track. Yeah, so keep attention to the instruments. The keyboards make a return on this track as well. They are constantly on this record, but I kind of want to see more on the keyboards, in my opinion. I just want to see more of that. Yeah, so that, because I really love the sound on the opening, but it just was kind of a pointless transition, so there we go. Then we have Prime Mover, and Prime Mover is a really underrated song, I would say. The song just gets you, this is probably the driving song of the record. Yeah, so really, fantastic, great driving song, really fast paced, probably the fastest song of the record. If you really want to say that this band is a metal band, then put on Prime Mover, it will get you going in no time. Then we have Genesis, and Genesis is a really diverse track as well. Really metallic towards the beginning, and really, acoustic towards the ending. It's just I believe Nameless Ghoul 2 just gets a guitar, just drops his electric guitar and just gets you or just gets the song done with a acoustic guitar. I really love that transition. I really love that Ghost once again shows off their the pop sensibility, that they can have more diversity than they have. So I really loved it about Genesis, just a really metallic opening to it, and ending it with a acoustic interlude. Just fantastic diversity to the record. And I love the album cover as well. Yeah, this is my favorite Ghost album cover. The debut. With Ghost just standing there with his hands up, just controlling, the church, with the moon in the background and the crows surrounding him, and the church in the middle. It is just a really cool album cover. Yeah, just a really great cover, I would say. Easily my favorite. Maybe Meliora, is up there as well, but for me, the debut takes it. So overall, this is a really tight and consistent debut record. Yeah, my complaints with it though are that the first song could have had more potential. Some songs could have been better, mixed and produced and better performed. Yeah, and just yeah, the record could have been longer. Maybe if it was 40 minutes, maybe with an epic somewhere, I would have enjoyed it more. But it is what it is. So I'm still gonna give this record an 8.8. I still really enjoyed it. Yeah, great record by Ghost. There are other records I requested as well. The one with the baby. I believe that this is a disappointment, but I'm still gonna check it out anyways. And then I'm gonna check out Meliora, and then hopefully their next record. I believe they're releasing one next year. Hopefully, so we're gonna see. Hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about Ghost and their debut record, Opus Eponymous. I really dig this, so let me know your opinion in the comments down below. I've been on this. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, have a nice day. Stay safe. Let me know what you think about Ghost. Have a nice day if I didn't say it already. I think I did. Stay safe, God bless, and take care.